How y'all doing today? It's your boy Jermaine from Eat Right Guys, Nutrition and Fitness. And today I want to talk about what I feel is an important topic in the field of dietetics. I had a guy send me an email about a situation that he's in, and we was going back and forth, and I decided, you know what, let me just make a video on this topic, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are in his situation to feel the way he does. So before I get this video started, I'll just read his email that he sent me, or kind of just paraphrase it. So he said he recently decided he wanted to go to school and become a dietitian. He hasn't been to college yet. He never had the money or drive to attend college, and finally decided to stop wasting his life and follow his passion in life. However, he just found out that in the year 2024, you will have to have a master's degree to become a registered dietitian. And he wanted to know if I could just give him some advice and maybe be a guide him towards this path of becoming a dietitian. So with that being said, in this video, I'm just going to give my opinion on the best route to become a dietitian, especially after 2024. And I'm gonna focus on the most cost-effective route, because if you don't know, we have a huge crisis when it comes to student loan debt in the United States. And a lot of times I tell people, hey, I wouldn't become a dietitian because it's too expensive school-wise. So I think he's kind of decided, you know what, I want to become a dietitian no matter what. And I'm just going to give my opinion on the most cost-effective way into doing that. And so my first advice to him was to find out what college you want to go to. That should be the first thing. What four-year college, and see if it's accredited. And I also said you should pick a college or university in your state so you don't have to pay out-of-state tuition, and also pick a public university. Do not go to a private school, because private schools are way more expensive. I know some of y'all like to go out of state. Some of you high school students want to go out of state, but I'm telling you, if you don't have a full ride scholarship, the price of tuition and the amount of debt that you're going to accumulate going out of state is going to bite you in the butt later on in life. So I told him that's the first thing you should do. But I wouldn't go into that four-year university first. I would try going into a community college to where you can take all your electives that you need to take without having to pay the price of a four-year university. So before you even start going to the community college or whatever, the reason why I say you want to choose what four-year college you want to go to is because you need to go to that website and you need to pull out their flow sheet of their dietetics major. And when I say the flow sheet of all the classes that you need to take. And you need to know this flow sheet like the back of your hand. And the reason why this is important is because you want to make sure that when you go to community college, that you only take the classes that you need. Like, don't go to community college and start taking random classes and stuff. College is too expensive, even in the community college level. You don't want to waste any time. Take the classes that you need for that four-year degree. And you need to talk to an advisor to make sure those community college hours will transfer to that four-year university. And I feel that's the only reason you need to be talking to an advisor, because an advisor may lead you down the wrong path. You just need them to tell you, will this class transfer over? And I'm going to emphasize this as much as I can. Don't go to no advisor not knowing anything. You need to already know what classes you have to take, because a lot of advisors, they don't really know dietetics, especially if you go to an advisor that's not a dietitian. You need to know more than they know. All you need them to tell you, will this class transfer over? So once you go to community college, get those 2 years out the way, get your electives out the way, or as many electives as they offer at a community college, then you can transfer to that four-year university and finish up your dietetics classes. And so then you got your bachelor's degree. Now, in terms of your dietetic internship, I feel that you need to apply to the cheapest dietetic internships that you can. With the year 2024, I really don't know why they're making this graduate school stuff, this master's degree stuff, mandatory, because this is gonna put students in so much debt. On my website, I actually went through all the dietetic internships in the country, and I listed their tuition, how many students they accept every year, how long the internship is, and the cost of tuition both in-state and out-of-state. And if you want that, you can go on my website. It's $10. But after doing the research on all that, the most expensive internships are the coordinated ones that have a master's degree connected to it. And they range from starting at like $20,000 all the way up to like $60,000 if you're an out-of-state student. And so right now, if you can make it into an internship before 2024, you probably can get out if you get into the right internship without being in a lot of debt. But after 2024, you're just gonna be in debt, because once they start combining everything and making a master's mandatory, I would just try to find the cheapest program. But let's say you make it before, let's say you get your bachelor's degree and everything before 2024 or whatever, choose the cheapest internship you can. I have a video which I'll put a card on the top of the screen, the 10 most cost-effective internships. The VA has a lot of internships around the country, and most of them don't have tuition, and some of them even have stipends. And from a friend of mine who just got matched in a dietetic internship said some of those VA internships actually had empty slots. So don't be scared to apply to them. Because, hey, they only accepting 6 people a year and there's no tuition, everybody's going to be applying to it. You don't know. The people that they select may not match to them, and they may have open slots. So choose an internship that's reasonably priced. And also, you don't want to choose like a dietetic internship that's like $15,000 and you don't have the $15,000, because a lot of times the internships are kind of in a gray area where you're not considered a graduate student, but then kind of you are. So you may not even be able to get loans if you have to, you know what I'm saying, take them out to pay for the internship. A lot of times you may have to pay out of pocket or have to get like a private loan or a bank loan that's going to have a lot higher interest rates than like a federal loan. So definitely try to find an internship that's cost effective, that's reasonable, something that you can afford on your own. I know it's going to be hard. You're probably going to have to work through college and everything like that, but that's the route that I would take. Here's another route that you can take, because after 2024, there's still going to be dietetic internships that don't have a master's degree coordinated on. So what you can do is get into one of those internships, and while you're in an internship, get accepted into a graduate program at whatever university. It could be I would prefer like an online program, and start taking classes while you're in an internship. And I know it's going to be hard. You already going to have a lot of work when you're in an internship, but you kind of have to do what you got to do. And then maybe after that 1 year that you're in an internship, once you finish that, you'll probably have like another year of just coursework to get your master's degree. And that may be a cheaper option. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as cheap graduate school. I don't care where you go, but it is affordable if you're working. I got my master's degree and I didn't have to take out any student loans. I paid for it all on my own, but I set aside money and I planned and I picked a graduate program that was affordable. I could have went to another school that was a lot cheaper, but before I chose the school, I mapped out my finances to see if this was affordable for me to pay on my own. So that's the route that I would choose. If I was you, I would try to do the community college for 2 years, then finish off at a 4-year university that's accredited. If you finish before like 2023, try to get into the cheapest dietetic internship as possible, and finish it off like that. If you can't do that, if it's after 2024, and all those coordinated programs are too expensive for you, maybe just try to get into a regular dietetic internship and find a cheaper graduate program that's online that you can take while you're in the dietetic internship. So hopefully this video is helpful. It's starting to seem that you're gonna be spending a lot of money to become a dietitian, and to be honest with you, it's hard for me to tell people to become dietitians, especially students, just because of the price of it, especially in the future, and the lack of pay that you're gonna get once you finish. But if y'all have any questions, man, just leave them down in the comments, or you can email me at eatrightguy@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram at eatrightguy. Y'all have a nice day. And if you're a nutrition student or a dietetic intern and you're concerned about passing the RD exam, feel free to join my Facebook group, RD Exam Prep, which will be down in the description. And this is where you can be part of a community that will answer any questions that you may have, as well as I provided free study guides, notes, and practice exams. And while you're at it, follow me on Instagram at eatrightguy, and visit my website, eatrightguy.com, where I post weekly blogs on nutrition and dietetics related topics.